I want to thank y'all for joining in on another episode to speak on it. Y'all know me. I'm the host. I mean, Dom, with my co-host Tim. I got a special power couple with us today, man. From a New Thing Fitness. We got Lex. We got Lahj with us. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. So basically, we're gonna start with the first question, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Lexi. This is Lahj. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. I might look a little sleepy. I'm under the weather, just so y'all know.
COVID.
Oh shoot! Where my mask at? My mask at?
But however, we've known each other for 20 years. So 20 years of friendship. We've been together for 10 years, and we've just celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary.
Congratulations!
That I snapped on. Yeah, I snapped.
I seen the video. He did his thing. He did his thing on it.
We have 3 beautiful little boys. I was not blessed with a girl, but I'm okay with that.
It's all good.
So I'm the boy mom life.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yep.
Well, I'm like she said, you know what I mean, ran down through the whole list on how long we've been together or whatever. Yeah, I mean, so we do our thing here and there. Yeah, I mean, of course, marriage has its struggles, and of course, it has its blessings. So, you know, make sure you take it one day at a time. Do what you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what we want to do with this show is y'all know how we do it. We bring awareness to a bunch of different things in the community. One of the biggest things we talk about is health and fitness on the show. So we want to bring awareness to what y'all doing with a new thing fitness, and bring awareness to the community on. I mean, how we can get better living healthy. So tell me what y'all. I mean, just tell us a little bit about a new thing fitness. Tell us, I mean, how y'all came with the concept. I mean, how y'all started. Just tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so this is more in my area because I'm the one who kind of started this thing. He kind of does his own thing on the side, which, you know, it blends together. But for me, a new thing fitness stems from the scripture Isaiah 43:19, where it talks about God doing a new thing in us. So when I saw that scripture, I knew that this is what I wanted for my foundation, because he did a new thing in me through this health and fitness journey. What kind of got this thing started was after having my second son, I found that 1, my weight wasn't falling off like it did the first time around. And 2, that the most important thing actually was that I lacked in energy. I felt sluggish. I felt like I was telling my kids, hold on, go, mommy would be there, and I would never get up and like play with them. So once I found a program that helped me not only become more active, but also teach me the nutrition side of it, I decided that was something that I wanted to be a part of, but branch off of as well. So that's why I created my group called A New Thing Fitness.
Gotcha.
Now, Elijah, we don't want to leave you out, Mr. Baker.
Good,
so can you tell us about Push Squad, how you came up with Push Squad, and what was the concept? What was the meaning behind it? Tell us about Push Squad.
All right, absolutely. So I came up, the reason why I came up with Push Squad, all right, so it's known as Perseverance to Stereotype Touch. All right, so my thing is I've been stereotyped so much, and still to this day, I get stereotyped, especially with the dreads. I get stereotyped, but I love them, so they ain't never coming off. So my thing is, I know it's a lot of people that's out there that, you know, feel this way. They don't like to be stereotyped. They don't like to be judged. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what culture you claim it, where you from, what country. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. You don't like to be stereotyped. You don't like to be judged. So me, I like to stand in that gap. Yeah, I mean, so I created a Instagram. It's Push Squad. Yeah, I mean, and also motivational one encourager. So I basically put it out there to let people know that, you know, I ride for you. You know, my thing is I'm putting together a whole group. So once you join this group, it's more of like a family thing. You know what I mean? Like if you have a goal, then we're here. Everybody that's in this group is pushing you to your goal. You know what I mean? You have a vision. We're here to encourage you and push you to that vision. Yeah, I mean, nobody is left out. We're all one in this community. We all unify in this community. If you ever, we all do fitness in this community. So I throw together a neighborhood run. You know what I mean? We stand at meet at the corner. We go for a jog. You know what I mean? Just to keep your body in shape, keep your mind in shape. You know what I mean? And make sure that we're all in it to win it. You feel me?
Love it. I love it, man. I love it. So, my next question I want to ask y'all is how did y'all get into it? How did y'all get passionate about it? I mean, did y'all go to school for fitness and nutrition? Is just in y'all? Like, tell me about it. Did y'all go to school for it?
No, we did not go to school for it at all whatsoever. I mean, me being a nurse, I was taught, nutrition side, proper diets for certain disease processes and stuff. So I do understand the importance of healthy eating and how exercise plays a part in preventing diseases from occurring, like diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disease, all that kind of stuff. It plays, what you put in your body really plays a part in things that can be prevented. Now, granted, there are some disease processes that come up that are something that you can't prevent, but if you alter your diet, you can help, maybe get off of some of the medications for it. So in that aspect, I would say that I kind of did get some schooling on it, but ever since January of last year, when I started this journey, I've actually learned a lot more about the fitness side just by doing my own studies.
Which is why I wanted to ask that. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead. Well, I'll say what I gotta say. Then I'll let Tomas say something.
No, I was just gonna tease, but go ahead.
The reason I wanted to ask that is because a lot of times, man, people won't do nothing because they feel as though I'm not educated enough in the situation or in the area, or I didn't go to school for it, or like they just don't know where to start. You know what I mean? And y'all didn't go to school for it. You know what I mean? It's just something that it was life changing for y'all. You know what I mean? It's something that y'all wanted to do, something that y'all had a passion about doing, and y'all just went full throttle in it. Yeah, I mean, with Push Squad, with a new thing, fitness, y'all just wanted to do it, and y'all just didn't let schooling or education or whatever it is be barriers to keep y'all back. Y'all wanted to do it. Y'all saw opportunity, and y'all did it, and y'all was passionate about it. And y'all was consistent in it. And I wanted to say that to the audience, like, don't allow nothing to stop you. You know what I mean? If you're passionate about something, just do it. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lahj.
I mean, I ain't really gonna show off anything, but that's very touching because the thing is, a lot of times people use, oh, if I could do this or if I had this, I'd be able to be like that. But the key to the deepest thing that they don't understand is it's a fear. You know what I mean? So don't let fear overtake your decisions on what you want to do in life. You know what I mean? You gotta start, no matter where you at. No matter if you have the money or don't have it, just start. You start with what you have. You got to go to the grocery store anyway. So start moving towards more lenient meals. You know what I mean? Instead of I don't eat red meat.
Hey, whoa. You getting ahead of yourself.
Like I said, they cut a lot of the questions.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They was about to cut through all 3 or 4 of them.
I've got to bear with us though, because our 3-year-old keeps interrupting.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all might see Sadie in here in a couple minutes. So
hey, listen, that's why we labeled y'all the power couple, because that's what it is. Y'all got kids as well, so y'all doing it all.
mm-hmm.
Now, Miss Anu Fitness, you said that you are a nurse. That is correct?
Yes.
Okay. So congratulations on being a nurse, because I know that process. With schooling, I personally cannot go through schooling again, so I commend you on that.
And listen, why are you talking about that? Listen, shout out to her for being frontline, right? COVID.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just risking her life, man. We thank you for that. So appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.
Sure. Now, one of the things me and the guys were talking about as far as working out is the timing. Now, with the certain things and certain schedules that we have during the week, as far as being parents, even if you're a single parent or even if you're single, the highway of life, you can get lost as far as working out. When would you say is the best time for you to work out personally, and even for your husband as well? And how have you intertwined that into your schedule as far as working and having kids as well?
So for me, The days that I'm off of work, I prefer actually to work out first thing in the morning. You get up, you get it done, and then you have the rest of the day with your children. Now, the days that I do work, for those out there that don't know, I work 12-hour shifts. I actually come home from work and it's already ingrained in my head, like, yo, you got to knock out this 30-minute workout real quick. And then you got the rest of the night to chill with your fam and then go to work tomorrow. So with me, I personally prefer to get it done first thing in the morning. However, I know that, like, with my scheduling, like you said, that there's times where I gotta motivate myself and discipline myself to say, you know what, yes, you just worked a long 12 hours, stressful at times shift, but in the back of my mind, my health is still important. So if I'm up to it, I want to hit that workout. But if I see that I had a really hard day at work, you know, things have happened or something like that, and I need to allow my body to rest, then I will allow my body to rest as well. So I prefer the morning time.
Talking about the joint, yeah, I agree. I know when the Y was open, because I started working around like 7. So like when the Y was open, I wake up around like 4:30, 5 o'clock, then I go to the Y, then I work out. So like I start out in the morning as well because it pushes me throughout the day. It starts my morning now. I'm ready, mentally ready, physically ready. I'm ready to just tackle any obstacle that come my way then. You know what I mean? So definitely the morning will start you out.
Okay. So, you had something else?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that they touched on, both of them they spoke on, is about the mental and about the will of doing it. You know what I mean? When Lex was saying, as far as knowing that she worked 12 hours and like, yo, I'm gonna just go ahead and knock it out, and just having that mental power of getting up and the will to do it. Even with her husband Lahj talking about getting up at 4:30. I mean, 4:30 is still dark. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a mental thing. That's definitely a willpower thing. And I think that some people, when they're thinking about fitness and they're thinking about exercise, and they're not thinking about pushing past certain limits that you normally wouldn't put to yourself. So like I said, commend y'all on that as well. But go ahead, Dom.
One thing I heard, man, y'all say there's no excuses. You know what I mean? Just what you answer, just based off your answer, like you got 3 kids, you work a 12-hour shift, and that's excuse in and of itself to say, listen, I'm gonna get to it later, right? I'm gonna get to that later. I just worked a long 12-hour shift. I got 3 kids who demanding of me. You know what I mean? I get up early. Lodge, you get up early. You know what I mean? Getting up with kids, man, you get up at 4 or 5. The kids follow right behind it, probably like 6, 7. You know what I mean? So that's an excuse of itself to say, man, listen, I'm gonna get up when the kids get up. But what I hear y'all talking about is just no excuses. You know what I mean? Just like y'all passionate about it. This is what I want to do. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm dedicating my life to do, or dedicated in doing, and I have no excuse in doing it. You know what I mean? So one of the questions I wanted to ask, because you talk a little bit about routine, is how important is it to have a routine? Not
or rituals. No, I'm joking. Nah. That's a speak
joke.
on it. Yeah, but go ahead.
But how important is it to have that routine and not just like what you talked about, like getting up on my days off and stuff like that, but how important is it to have like Monday being like a late day, or Tuesday being a bicep day? How important are routines?
So as far as like the working out aspect, like you said, bicep day, like that, it's actually important not to have a routine. You want to mix that up because your body's going to get used to, okay, today's arm day. Okay, it's crazy. Like your body really knows, okay, today's arm day. Okay, today's leg day. Okay, it's cardio. You want to switch that routine up every single week. So if I'm starting with my leg day, the next week I'm starting with my arm day. And then the following week I'm starting with my cardio. You know, so you kind of have to train yourself to not be in a particular routine as far as working, like what actual workouts you're going to do. You want to switch that up so you confuse your body, so you continue to get results and not stay stagnant.
I'm writing these notes down. So
and it just goes too with the routine. You don't want to do the same movements every time either. Switch. You don't have to switch out every single move. Switch out at least one move, or challenge yourself the following week. Lift heavier, a little bit heavier. Even if you can't make it through the third round at that heavier weight, drop back down to your previous weight because you still got 2 good rounds in of a heavier weight. So you're pushing your body more. So there's like so many different things that you can do. You just never want to stick to the same routine. And that's why I love the program that I do, because they have so many options for you.
Yeah, definitely, man. And you know, I mean, breaking up your routine as well, you're confusing muscles. So once your muscles is confused, I mean, you're now working different muscles that's in your body. I mean, that you haven't worked before. But as you get into the same routine on lifting and stuff like that, your muscles are not getting used to it. You know what I mean? So now it's just like, okay, well, dang, I don't feel like I got to work out today. That's because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't switching up your routine. You're not confusing your muscles. You know what I mean? You're now getting comfortable on what you're doing. No, you gotta get uncomfortable. It's just like life. You know what I mean? You gotta move in uncomfort. You know what I mean? Get out your comfort zone and move forward. Because if you stay in your comfort zone, you know where that's gonna lead you for the next 10 years if you look back in your past. But if you move in the uncomfort zone, you know what I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen in the next 10 years. You know what I mean? You can surpass through any goal that you want to, you know what I mean, and didn't even think that you'll get there. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm pushing in Push Squad, because you never know where you will see yourself in the next couple years if you just apply yourself and live in an uncomfort way. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
sir.
take chances.
Hey man, look like we got a Lahj Lama
I got
coming,
I
man.
got
He's spitting that wisdom as
he
well,
dropping a lot of
boy.
final thoughts on here.
Yeah, he dropping a lot of gems, man.
Look, my bad. I keep getting up and sitting down. Look,
No, you good,
all
man.
good.
You good.
That's all
make
good.
sure dinner good, whatever.
So to touch on one of the things that I think Lahj was about to get into about not eating red meat. So when we're talking about food, right? How important, since we have nurse here, how important is nutrition when we're talking about exercising and living healthy?
Really? Honestly, nutrition is so much more important than working out, hands down, because what you put in your body matters. It really does matter. If people are working out to look good, you have to change your diet.
Healthy lives matter.
You have to. You can't expect yourself to fill your body up with junk and processed foods that serves no nutritional value and expect to feel better about yourself. A lot of that stuff that's made is made with a lot of chemicals. And they do it on purpose because they want you to get that burst of flavor in your mouth where you can't stop eating it. You know, that's what Pringles talks about in their commercials. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Don't stop. Yep.
Right? You feel me? So they do that on purpose, you know, because they want you to continue to buy their stuff. But once you start to wean out that stuff, and there's like a whole method to it, and you really stay with eating healthier foods more frequently, you actually eat way more than what you do eating that stuff. And people tell me all the time, you on your 6th lunch? How you eating all that food and you a stick? Like, where is it going? And I tell them it's healthier foods. My body is using this and burning it for the energy that my cells and my organs need, and my brain and all that stuff. So it's very important to fuel your body with healthier food options. And the more that you do that, the more you'll see that you're not craving that sugar addiction as much. Don't get me wrong, it's still there. I still got cravings. He the main one with the cravings.
Cookies, guys.
But you'll find that you don't want it as much. And for instance, one day I decided to cheat and I ate Chick-fil-A. Not saying Chick-fil-A is bad, but I had
Chick-fil-A the healthiest of the fast food,
right.
in my opinion.
But I had like everything was fried, and I had the milkshake, and then I turned around and I had a couple s'mores that night. I felt so nauseous the next day because my body wasn't used to that anymore. And it actually was like, ew, I don't want to do that again because I'm just so used to eating better.
That's the beautiful thing about when you switch your diet up. You know what I mean? You get to a point where it's like, okay, we'll start eating some greasy stuff, or I ate a steak, and I was like, yo, man, I don't like this. You know what I mean? I ain't feeling this. You know what I mean? Like now I'm to the point. I had some macaroni, I had some baked macaroni and cheese, and yo, you know me, I turn some baked macaroni and cheese up, yo, for what? Man, I had some baked macaroni and cheese, dog. That thing hurt my stomach. I started getting pissed off.
He didn't even finish it. That's the first. He didn't even eat half of it. I was like,
I got so upset, yo. I said, yo, I just can't be happening, yo. This really can't be happening.
But the other thing is too, people feel like eating better is boring and bland. It is not. There are so many flavorful, really good recipes out there, and that's what I had to learn along this journey. Because I used to think it was just plain chicken, white rice, and vegetables with no
plain
seasoning.
plain white rice. See how it boils. See how
Yeah,
it
everything.
boils.
Nah, I be making buffalo chicken dip still.
Yeah.
And it still tastes like the unhealthy kind. And I'm like, yo, I can get with this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're creative.
Like there's just things.
Well, what about the? I'm sorry. I want to I got interest in this red meat because I eat red meat. So what's wrong with red meat? Push squad,
Nothing.
what's happening?
I'll let her.
No. Oh yeah. But what's the? Okay, so I'm not gonna say that it's bad, but what is your reason as to why you don't?
All right, so you really want to know my reasoning?
Yeah, I really do. That's
what made me go vegan, Game Changers. So I watched the movie Game Changers, right? And then I started doing more research on red meat. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, they put so much stuff into these cows that they think that you're supposed to, they have protein, or red meat has protein. But if you think about it, what is the cow eating? He's eating the grass. You know what I mean? So not saying like, yo, go out there, you know what I mean, go out front, just grab some grass and fry it up. But what I'm saying is pick and choose where you're going to get your protein from, because they're injecting these cows so they can stay a little longer or whatever. They can last a little longer into your fridge and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't know what they're injecting into these cows, just like the flu shot. You don't know what they're injecting in that, but that's a whole nother subject. All right, so you don't know what they're injecting into the cows, which means that you don't know what you're putting into your body. And if I'm supposed to be, my body's supposed to be cleansed and it's supposed to be my kingdom, this supposed to be something that I'm taking care of. Okay, well, I need to start cutting out some things. Steak has a lot of fat in it. You know what I mean? It's good. Fat is good to a certain extent, especially if you're losing a lot, you want to gain back up. But at the same time, there's also healthy choices that you can make to gain that weight and still have your cuts and that fatigue in your body.
I just had a cheesesteak yesterday. Now I feel bad. It was from
No. Because I'm about to piggyback off of him. That's what he feels, right? We view that differently. Mm-hmm. My thing is, I actually don't prefer red meat because I feel like I got so used to ground turkey that it just tastes different, has a different texture. So now I don't really like the red meat texture. But if you are to have red meat, I suggest to always buy, and this is with any meat like ground turkey and red meat and stuff like that, always buy the package that says 93% or higher of fat or lean meat. You don't want to buy the one that's cheaper that says 85%, because what you're getting more fats and more of that leaner meat. So if you want to have red meat, try to buy the option that says that's 93% or higher instead of the lower one, because it's $2 cheaper. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not an inexpensive trade to still eat that if you want it.
Now that she said $2 cheaper, so I have to say this. I have to. You get what you pay. You either pay now or you pay later. You pay now with your money, you pay later with your life. So that's up to you.
Hey man, I'm about to call up Lahj to write my final thoughts for the next show, because this man is dropping all types of gems and quotables, and
he didn't come out with P.U.S.H book. Huh?
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, did I step on? I wouldn't. Okay, if he didn't say that, then I'm not going to agree with that.
Oh yeah.
I'm joking. Go ahead.
But I'm kind of like I'm with Lahj when we talk about red meat. I haven't eaten red meat or pork in like 2-3 years.
No pork.
And and for me, it was just, I mean, the way it sits in your digestive system. You know what I mean? It takes longer for it to pass through your digestive system with pork and beef, even though beef is not, I don't think red meat is bad. It's just the way it makes you feel, you know what I mean? The way it sits, the way it takes a long time for it to digest, through your pass through your digestive system. That's one of the reasons why I don't eat it. But like you said with Lahj, you know what I mean? It's really just choice. You know what I mean? And it's just a personal choice as to, I mean, if you're gonna eat it or not. Now, for me, pork is
Nah, we
pork is a
doing pork.
no-no. pork,
No
Yeah.
pork. No
pork is
pork
a
on my
no-no for
fork.
me. I mean, but red
He
meat.
used to love fried pork chops.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was his favorite.
yeah, no pork, dog. Fried pork I used to kill it all the time, dog. Every day didn't matter when I made it. And now there's no pork in this house, dog.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm the same way, man. Listen, I just got cold to not eat pork bacon. You know what I mean? And the other day she like, man, I like turkey bacon more. I like pork bacon now. And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Hey, Dom, before you ask your next question, I want to kind of piggyback off of the eating and go back to one of the things that Lex was saying as far as sugar is concerned. One of the things that I read was sugar has the same effects as cocaine does. And that made me think about my cookies that I have in my cabinet in a whole different way. Like, it's something that I knew, but then when I looked at, like, it's actually in medical journals and whatnot, it was like, okay, this is real. Like, I don't want to do cocaine. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I do like chocolate chip cookies. So, what are your thoughts on sugar intake and how it affects the diet and whatnot? Both of you guys, don't just look at her. Both of you guys.
Hey, look. So
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, right? Because she watches what she eats a lot. I mean, me personally, I snack. You know what I mean? Like, I do what I do, and it's because I go 10 times harder on my workouts. You know what I mean? So I make sure whatever I put in, I'm gonna burn it out. I want it at that time, I'm gonna take it at that time. I'm just gonna feel it when I go to work out. It's fine with me. It's what it is. But I feel like that question would be for her because she be on it, yeah.
My thing is sugar slows you down. And you're right, it is an addiction. That's why you want all this crap. You look at a lot of the stuff in your cabinets right now, you'll see how many grams of sugar in it, and it's a whole lot. And I will never forget, I was doing a study on it, and this chick broke down how much sugar we take on a daily basis when we eat this stuff, and she gave you a visual. She showed a full barrel full of sugar and said, you may as well just say, here you go, kids, this is what you're going to eat for the week. And I was just like, oh my God, like, it was just mind blown, because when I started to look at this stuff, I'm like, wow, this says like 20 something grams of sugar in this and 44 grams in this. And this is like, I really am eating. If you would take out a scale and put grams, maybe some of y'all should do that.
Like,
take out,
like them
if you
coke
have
grams.
a kitchen
Whoa,
scale,
whoa, Dom.
Hold
Let's
on,
not
hold
go
on,
down
hold
that
on.
road. Okay? Let's not go down that road. We
Take
are
out your
trying to get some
kitchen scale.
sponsorships. We don't need nah, but go ahead, though. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, people want a visual, take out a kitchen scale if you own one and turn it to grams and start dumping sugar. Take out that soda that you drink, dump however many grams of sugar it is, and then I want you to sit there and just take a spoon and just eat it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, she
But
got
anyway,
me thinking, dog. Like, where am I?
but
Now I'm over here, like, wait, I can't have no chips and horror tonight. Like, what the
But
heck?
okay, so I say all that to say moderation. Moderation is key. I'm not perfect, okay? I don't feel good. My stomach's been, off. So I've literally been sitting eating cheeses all day because we don't have regular crackers. I need something to kind of settle my stomach. That has a ton of stuff in it either. So I'm not perfect. I don't do it perfectly, but I do cut out a lot of sugar and I eat more natural sugars, which is your fruits,
Mm-hmm.
So
Still can't
my
too much of that,
thing,
too.
yeah, you still can. But my thing is that sugar addiction is real, and that is what, at least the United States of America, is falling under, and that's why obesity is so high, and that's why diabetes is so high, because of all the processed crap that we put in our bodies. So now
You need to get up off that cocaine. No.
Yeah, but it's okay to get it, because you know what I keep in my fridge on tuck, and I know a lot of people knock it, dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate, but that gives me my sugar fix. Like,
so I'm with y'all as far as like the whole sugar thing, right? Because for like I said, for years I didn't eat I still don't eat. I don't eat ground, I don't eat, I mean, pork, I don't eat beef. But I was figuring out, I was asking like, why am I still so tired, right? Why am I tired? Why am I not getting this energy? And I'm like, I'm a snacker. Yeah, I mean, or I used to be a snacker. Yeah, I mean, and bread is real. And I ask y'all about bread as well. But I used to eat I eat a lot of bread, or I used to eat a lot of bread. Yeah, I mean, a lot of sugar. But once I started like studying it and really, I mean, looking at what I was eating, we talk about the grams that I'm putting in my body, and all that stuff, and how it makes you feel sluggish, it makes you feel tired. But when you start cutting that out, you start to figure out like I got a lot more energy now. A lot more energy because I'm not feeling tired. And one of the things that did for me, I remember I drank a Red Bull one time, and then I went on for a workout. And at the in the beginning, it gave you that boost of energy, but at the end, it's like you got this huge crash. I remember one time, man, I ran home, I got in the bed, everything started spinning and everything like that. I said, nah. I said, nah, I can't do this no more, man. But like Taman said, like it gives you, when you talk about that, I don't do drugs, I mean, but I know people who has done it, it gives you that initial high. But then to crash afterwards, it's like it makes you feel super crazy afterwards. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand when we're talking about that whole sugar thing.
I don't know about super crazy, because when I get them Chips Ahoy or them chocolate chip foil, I ain't even gonna hold you. That has been my struggle. That's definitely been my struggle. And
I got you.
I can tell you that just
baby steps.
I need to go to Sugar Anonymous, because I've been a sugar addict since I was younger, from the oatmeal cream pies to all the Debbie's and all that. So
21 days to break your habit.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, 21 days, bro.
Y'all gonna have me in here shaking them.
And you start with baby steps. So if you drink 3 sodas a day, for that week, say I'm gonna drink only 2 a day.
Oh no, and that's the thing. I stopped drinking sodas as much. I do drink ginger ale. That's like the staple in the Black community. Ginger ale fixes everything.
That makes us feel better.
Hey, man,
yeah, exactly.
Fixes
so
everything.
That's like the only soda that I'll drink. Other than that, it's water or chlorophyll water. So I mean, I'm really trying to cut back. It's mainly the cookies, and my wife gets on me about it. So
yeah, just think sugar turns into fat. When you have too much sugar and your body can't use it, it converts it to fat. And that's why.
Well, I'm looking right at it.
Tops and stuff.
I'm looking right at it.
Yep, I'm looking right at it. I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm looking at it.
But the key is to eat frequently, because it keeps your metabolism up there. If you don't eat frequently, your metabolism starts to drop. And then that's when you're grabbing the Snickers and grabbing fast food, because you're just so hungry. But if you eat, even if you're not hungry, something small every 2 to 3 hours, your body's not going to crash. So you're not going to run and be like, oh my God, I need this soda right now. I need this McDonald's or whatever y'all eat right now. Because you're keeping your body fueled throughout the day.
Try to get a plate. Usually I tell people, like, cause I used to, when I used to do it, why should I eat everything? I used to eat all day, every day. So I used to eat breakfast and then eat a snack between breakfast and lunch. And then you eat lunch, then you eat a snack between lunch and dinner. And then you eat dinner. You know what I mean? And then do it like that. Because that'll help you, eat throughout the day. You won't be hungry, but at the same time, you know what you eat, you know what you put in your body, and it's all healthy for you. You know what I mean?
And I don't want to tell me if I'm talking too much, but
we got a whole hour and a half, girl.
But the other thing is, a lot of times we feel hungry, but we're really not.
Yeah.
Your body really wants water. So in those times where you're like, all right,
say that again. Say that one more time. Say it louder for the people who keep thinking that they're hungry.
For the people in the back.
For the people in the back. Right. See?
A lot of times we think we're hungry, but our body really wants water, right? So if you eat a big meal or you eat your lunch and you're like, man, I'm hungry, I need a snack. Nah, I guarantee you, grab a cup of water, chug that thing down, and I guarantee you, you'll be satisfied. So that's like another thing. Like I tell him all the time, when I have my cravings at night, because I used to be a late night snacker in bed and then fall asleep, which is the worst thing. I'll tell myself, do not get out of bed. You're about to go to sleep. What's the point of eating a snack right now? Mm-hmm. Go get a cup of water. And then 95% of the time I pass.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna hear Lex in the back of my head when I get them cookies and I go about to go to bed. No, put it away, get some water. Daggone it, man.
Hey, whatever motivates you. Listen, I'm glad she said that, man, for people who will remain nameless on this show. But listen, I say all the time, like, you're not hungry.
On this show, hey, wait a minute, what you mean?
No, they're not. Listen, I ain't trying to get in trouble, so we're gonna move.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey,
all
man,
right.
we gotta make sure my man ain't in the doghouse, bro.
Yeah, man.
Come on,
okay,
now.
No, we're talking to anybody in the audience. We're not
anybody in the audience, people whoever on the
specific to no one.
Nobody. This don't mean this ain't to nobody. But like you said, I'm glad that you did say that, because a lot of people do think that they do mistake. Those cravings for hunger cravings, and like you said, it's really just you just need water. You just need a little bit. Water, and then once you drink that water, you'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously,
that was a great point.
Dom, you wanted to ask about the meal prep?
Oh yeah, while we were talking about it, I was going to say how important is that aspect of it. How important is it to have a routine in doing that, like nutrition? Making sure that you're eating. But I'll just ask that. How important is it to have a routine with your meals?
It's very important. Like if you don't have things prepped, then you're gonna grab whatever. If you have things prepped, then you can open the fridge and be like, oh snap, all right, my meal already cooked. Like, I know a lot of people don't like leftovers, but if you don't have the time to cook, you're gonna have to start teaching your body how to like leftovers. That way you have it already prepared. I like to meal prep for at least 3, possibly 4 days to stretch it out. One, because as you know, we got busy life, we got kids. So I don't want to come home every night and cook a meal. I like to just prep. That way we tired tonight, let's just warm up some food, and I know it's healthy and nutritious for the most part, and we're good. A lot of times on my meal prep day, I spend at least probably like 3 to 4 hours overall. In the morning, I put something in the crock pot, I put something in the oven, and then I put something in the Instant Pot or on top of the stove. That way I got 3 things going already. That's how you save time. You got to use different things in order to make the process not seem so long and drawn out. So like I like, just for instance, sometimes I'll throw a whole chicken in the crock pot, season it up. All right, put it on low. It's gonna cook the entire day. Well, while I'm doing that, I'll bake some salmon in the oven, and then I throw tacos on top of the stove. So boom, there's my 3 meals right now. And with that chicken, throughout the week, we'll make different things. Like we'll put it on a salad, we'll make quesadillas. Like we just come up with different things, chicken wraps, like whatever. So I think it's definitely important to meal prep and have a routine with that if you really want to be successful in eating healthier more than eating processed and fast food.
Absolutely, bro. And do it on one day, like get your own. Like most people off on Sunday, so do it on a Sunday, one day out of the week. And like she said, you can do something in the crock pot, you can do something in the oven, do something on the stove. You got a grill, you can throw something on the grill. So you got all 4 of your meals, possibly 5 of your meals right there. Boom, it's done and over with. You only got to do it once a week. You know what I mean? So it's easy.
So this is a question, I guess I wasn't on the page, but it just popped in my head. How important do y'all think it is to have your kids start to partake in those and eating nutritious meals as well, and really cutting out a lot of the processed sugars that they eat and adding more of the natural sugars?
I think it's very important. However, I'm not a person that pushes it onto their kids. Now, what I cook, they eat, so I know it's healthy. But I'm not going to be like, oh, no, I'm not buying Oreos no more. I'm not buying Doritos no more. Like, I feel like my kids need to learn to want to do this for themselves. One rule that we have in our house is before you get any junk food, you're going to eat a piece of fruit. Yeah. And they will. They don't even ask anymore. They're just like, okay, I'm going to eat some fruit. Now, one of my kids, two of my kids, well, first of all, the 3-year-old don't have a choice. He eats whatever we give him. And he's actually grown up that way. So he wants it. Yeah, he wants it. You know, the other two didn't start out like that. We were eating like crap with them. So one of our children has actually been harder with incorporating that. You get the looks when they see dinner and all that stuff. But over time, you have slowly seen him blossom. Like last week, it may not sound like a lot to people, but he was like, Mommy, I've been eating a lot more fruit. I had some oranges, I picked an apple, like, and I'm just sitting here like, wow, like he really is starting to learn by our example and starting to want to do it on his own and stuff like that. So yes, we have a role as parents and a position to tell our kids, you know, this is what we made for dinner, you can eat it. But at the same time, I'm not going to be that strict parent who's like, no, you can't go to the ice cream truck and get that sugared up crap. Like, you know what I mean? Yep. It's just all a balance and letting them learn for themselves and make choices for themselves as long as you ate a piece of fruit for the day. Actually, for the most part, I try to do 2 fruits and 2 vegetables. And they have to eat that. And then if you want junk, then go for it. But before you eat a snack, you got to eat your fruit first. So.
Yeah, I like that rule. We definitely implement that rule in our house as well. I can just say me personally, just one of the things with my wife, she likes to cook, and it's not necessarily meal preps, but it's the meals that she does cook and the ingredients that she's using. I can just tell you that just from taking out a lot of the quote unquote processed foods that we normally eat has made a tremendous, I don't know what the word to use, but it's helped me tremendously, I'll say, to where like I was close to 300 pounds at one time. And now I'm around the range that I want to be. No, I'm not 220, and no, I don't want to be 220. But at the same time, I'm in the range, and I don't work out as much as I should. But I know that because of the way that I'm eating and less processed foods and whatnot that I'm intaking, as far as my wife's cooking, which is incredible. She has made so much healthy stuff. Made listen. Shout out to her. But nonetheless, just implementing those different things and taking out a lot of processed food has helped me maintain where I wanted to be. So I can definitely agree to that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely can concur with what you said. Going back to what y'all said about the kids, I think that's super important. I love that y'all said that you said that is I mean you don't force it on your kids. You know what I mean, because this is the lifestyle that you embarked on, and that's a choice that you made. It has to be something that they want to do, that they're passionate about, as opposed to just beating them over the head with this is what we're gonna do. I was just thinking, like, man, I know my kids. I'm like, man, my kids ask for snacks morning, noon, and night. Yeah, you know what I mean, and I'm just here thinking, like, man, if my house ain't have no snacks, and they was just eating,
Hey, it's the same way here, bro.
I'm like, bruh. Man, they probably beat me the heck up. They had no
They're gonna
snacks.
collude together.
We got a whole cabinet full right now.
All right.
So yeah, like I said, I think that's good that y'all do that. Yeah, I mean, y'all implement the rules where if you do X, Y, and Z, if you do eat your fruits and you do eat your vegetables, then you can get a snack, as opposed to saying that this is your snack for the day. You're gonna eat this fruit, you're gonna eat this other piece of fruit, you're gonna eat these 2 vegetables, and then there's no sugar. Yeah, I mean, or there is no brownie or whatever. I think that's good that you do that, because I know a lot of people who will actually just say, listen, you ain't getting no sugar. Yeah, I mean, and one of the things I will do is I will shout out my wife for that, because I'm like, man, listen, I don't like sugar stuff like that no more. I mean, I do eat it. Yeah, I mean, but I don't eat it how I used to eat it. And I'm like, man, I don't want my kids to eat it that way as well. Yeah, I mean, and what she do, she say, nah, listen, they kids, and I mean, they can eat snacks. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, so I do shout out that. I mean, Nicole Wilcher, you know, tell me for doing that. For doing that, yeah, I mean, so that was big that you said that. Um, I think Tamai, I think you had a joint that's not on here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh,
What-
how important? Go ahead. If you know, if you got it written down.
No, go ahead, because I don't
Oh,
know
what
which
you
one you're
gonna say
talking about.
is how important is it to add or implement more plant-based fruits to your diet for energy?
Yeah. So just for the listening audience, we know this couple and we know them personally, and Alexis has a program along with my wife, and one of the things that they have been excited about listening to their interview, which you can tune in on a new thing fitness on Instagram. Tune into their interview, but they were talking about how plant-based products is one of the things that they liked about the Beachbody program, and just thinking about that, it made me think about implementing more plant-based products in your diet. So, can you tell us how important, or if it is important, to implement more plant-based products into your diet?
So yes, I do feel that it's important. When I first started this, I didn't actually look at it that way, that this was a plant-based diet. Not saying that it's vegan, because vegan is like no animal byproducts, like none of that, but it's plant-based. All of the containers that I eat are healthy fats, which are all plant-based. It's nuts, avocados, stuff like that, vegetables, fruits, and a lot of the oils, coconut oil, olive oil. So all that stuff is plant-based. The only things that people can say aren't plant-based are the protein. I eat 4 servings of protein a day. I like meat. I'm not giving up meat. So although I'm eating that, if you look at the majority of the other food that I eat, I'm eating way more plant-based stuff than the protein that I'm eating. So once I saw that, I was just like, wow, I didn't even realize that. But that's why I have more energy. That's why I'm losing the pounds that I lost. Right now I'm not trying to lose pounds, I'm trying to maintain, but it all goes back to that because it's more natural things. It's the things that was put on this earth to grow and for us to eat. It's not this stuff that they make in a lab and put whatever they want to create these things. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important. And in your fruits and your vegetables, that's where your iron is. That's where your calcium is. That's where your vitamin C is. That's where everything that your body needs is. It's not in a bag of Doritos. Go on the back and tell me how much magnesium or zinc or something is in that. You're not going to find it. It's not your nutrients. Your nutrients comes from the things that are grown, in the dirt and stuff like that. So I think it's very important. I think that's why people feel better about themselves, because you're fueling your body with the vitamins and the nutrients that it needs. You're not just filling it with empty calories, if that makes sense.
No, perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
So
I got a question. Again, y'all don't have to answer if we don't know it, because I didn't send it over to you, but it just popped in my head. So fruit. So what's the difference between like fruits that's made in a laboratory and fruits that we grow naturally? Like, is there a difference? Should we eat those? So I'll give you an example. Me personally, if it ain't got a seed in it, so it's like like grapes, right? So you got seeded grapes and seedless grapes. I'm not eating the seedless grapes, you know what I mean? But I give them to my kids, you know what I mean? So is there a difference? Should we eat those? Can we eat those? Um, which one's healthier for you? I mean, if you know that.
honestly, I don't know the exact answer for that question. I agree with you that a fruit is supposed to have a seed, how else do we grow it? So there is something wrong with the fact that there's not a seed in there. So you know that we're doing something to it, right? And it's funny because I've been looking for a seeded watermelon, and I can't find it in the stores anymore. And I'm like, this is why my watermelon aren't as juicy as they used to be back in the day when I had to spit out all them black seeds, because they're altering it.
Yep.
Now, on the flip side of it, I don't think it's super unhealthy, because all the fruit that I eat has been that, because like I said, it's hard to find that kind of stuff now. And it hasn't really made a difference in my body. So I don't think it's the healthiest option, because it's not the most natural option, but in a sense, I personally, in my opinion, don't think that it's hurting us either.
Gotcha.
Just want to piggyback off of what you guys were saying. One of the things that I looked up is on YouTube University, as I would call it, is Dr. Aris Latham. And he's a doctor that's he's of a Caribbean descent, but he has a lot of lectures on raw foods and juicing and different types of fruits and vegetables that you can eat raw, and he tells about different things of how it affects your bodies as far as the food that you consume and whatnot. And that's I mean, that just listening to him and just trying to maybe put the crowd on a little bit, or the audience on. Check him out. Definitely look at a few of his lectures if you're talking about getting into the natural sugars and fruits and vegetables and what you should eat raw and cooked and things like that. That's definitely a guy that I would definitely check out. Dr. Aris Latham.
There you go. Look, I'm gonna look him up. For real. So what you talking about?
Yeah. So, another question you want to ask them on?
We can ask one of your questions. I was thinking, I mean, I do want to hold them for a whole hour and a half, but I know that they're parents and plus,
yeah, man, we good,
okay. I know Lex is under the weather, so I don't want to get in her. I know how the PC gang happen. I know how PC gang work. I don't want no PC problems. You know what I'm talking about. But one of the things that you guys stated is that you guys are parents of 3. Now, how difficult is it to work out with kids?
I feel like it's not difficult. It's certain things, because like the older boys, they're 8 and 10, so like they do their own thing. You know what I mean? It don't really matter, and they know when we go to work out, they're like, oh, you know what, they working out, do what they do. Now, Chan, like the youngest one, he's 3. I know you're right there, dude. Like he's like he's 3, right? So when we work out, most of the time he comes and he does it with me. You know what I mean? So like he likes when I do like the ab or whatever, and I'm holding him and I'm going back and forth. You know what I mean? So like he likes, hey, like, Dad, do it. Come on, do it again. I'm like, bro, hold on. Let me take like a 5-second break. So I'm like, you know what I mean? So I ain't just freely doing it. You know what I mean? I'm keeping my legs straight, like making sure my abdominals is good. You know what I mean? So like he likes to incorporate. We incorporate him into our workouts. He out there doing different things and whatever he wants to do it. He's out there doing it. Especially when I do my ab workouts, he's doing it with me. So it's not necessarily hard. Sometimes he does get a little crazy, and then, hey man, look, we do what we gotta do. Yo, tablet, bro. He'll sit there and he'll chill. And then after we done the workout, we go back into wrestling, fighting, doing whatever we do. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say it's hard. I feel like you have to find a way to incorporate your kids on doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Because like you said, for me, what I do, and they know, like Trey will say, you work out? I watch TV. So like he knows our routine. Mommy got a 30-minute workout I gotta do, go put the TV on for 30 minutes. And then after that, we're gonna play and get back to doing whatever we're doing. And like you said, for the most part, they're okay with that. Caleb likes to join in with me. He'll do about like 50% of it, and then he's done. Trey, sometimes he'll do like the jumping jacks with me or something. So I find it to be not as hard now that they're a little bit older. But to go back to when he was an infant, that's the time that was a little bit more challenging for me because I would be dead tired. You know, as a parent with an infant, you're up all the time. I feel like basically just getting cat naps. Mm-hmm. So like I would have to figure out what point of the day while he's napping, when I know it was going to be his longer nap, that I could do this workout real quick, even though I'm tired. And again, it goes back to having that mind over matter thing. So when he was an infant, I would push past and do it during one of his naps. And if he woke up earlier, then he woke up earlier. I just stopped. And I said, you know what? At least I did 10 minutes today. I could have did nothing. You know what I mean? So you got to just learn how to tell yourself, like, even if I didn't finish this, I still pressed start today and I tried. Yeah. And something came up. You can finish it later, or you can just say, you know what? I did what I could do today and then move on to the next step. So
based off something you said, right? You said naps. So that triggered something in me. How important is rest? How important is rest and sleep when it comes to like healthy living and wellness? How important is that?
Very important. You should at least be getting 8 hours of sleep a night of rest. And like I said, you have to learn your body. To me, today, I'm under the weather, right? If I really wanted to push myself, I feel like I could do something like a walk. I could go out for a walk, but I'm not going to do that. I need to rest. So you got to learn your body. It's better to not work out when you're overly exhausted than to push yourself and work out, because you're only hurting your body now. You're hurting yourself. That's why he got a different.
He got a different answer.
See, part of that is true. Me personally, honestly, for me, I usually get like 5 hours of sleep or so. Yeah, I mean, like I go to bed late and I'm up early. You know what I mean? And then
but that works for him.
Yeah, it works for me. Yeah, because I'm so used to it. I used to work during the day and then go work at night. You know what I mean? And then get 3-4 hours of sleep and then go up and do it again. You feel me? So like I'm constantly up. I'm constantly keeping my body active. You know what I mean? I'm very active. So like I make sure I start my day off with a workout early in the morning. I work 10 hours and then come back and I'm dealing with them and do some push-ups or whatever. You know what I mean? Do what I do. Now, she is right. You can't overdo your thing, your workouts, because I had ran. Oh man, I wish I knew how, like the distance around this neighborhood, but it's pretty big or whatever. And I ran 10 laps. Then it got to the point where I was like, all right, and I never stopped because I run laps and I do like little drills in the back in the construction area, and then I just keep running. I never stop. That's one thing you cannot do, is slow your heart rate down. In your nose, out your mouth. Make sure that you keep your heart rate focusing on your heart rate, so that way, if you sit there and got in your mind, oh, my heart is still beating, I'm not tired. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter how much pain that you put through your body, as long as your heart is beating, you're fine. You know what I mean? So I went around 10 times. I got to the point where I was like, yo, you know what? Let me walk it out. My knees started buckling, and I was like, oh, you know what? I can't walk it. I got to keep jogging. I ran it 3 more times, bro. Got to my driveway, and I fell out. Then the very next day, my knees was hurting like crazy, and they haven't stopped since. So, like, right now, yeah, don't push your body overly crazy, you know what I mean? Because I'm so pissed off that I can't go out front and just hoop it up like I want to, you know what I mean?
Hey, that so 30 bug got you.
So yeah, rest is just as important as working out as eating.
Just make sure you recover. Just make sure you recover after your workout. Which now I really understand why NBA players, they sit in the ice bath. I wish I had one. For real.
The reason I wanted to ask that question is, and I like that y'all said is really what works for you. You know what I mean? Because me, I can operate off of 4 or 5 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? I can go to sleep at like 3, still be up at like 8. You know what I mean? Or 7. And I'll be moving, I'll be functioning. I'm not sluggish, I'm not tired. But you hear like all these people say, well, you need your 8 hours of sleep, or you need your 6 hours of sleep, or you need your 7 hours of sleep. And that's the reason why I wanted to ask it, is because I know me, I'm operating off of I'm not sleeping past 8. You know what I mean? For me, if I sleep past 8, I feel like, man, I missed something. You know what I mean? So I'm up at 8. You know what I mean? Maybe 7:30 at the latest 8 o'clock. But like you said, I wanted to ask that question because it's really what works for you.
Yes.
If it works for you, and you operating at maximum, then do it. You know what I mean? So I like that y'all asked that question. Yeah, Tamar, you know I can go on and on, bro. I don't want.
Hey, listen, man, I salute y'all with the 5 hours. I've dealt my battle with insomnia to running on days without sleep. So listen, I do cherish the moments that I do sleep. But I do want to get to that. I don't know about staying up till 3 and then waking up at 8. I may do like a 11 and then wake up at 4. Maybe like a 12 to 5, but I don't know about that 3. But just piggybacking off what you guys are saying about rest and nutrition and eating and everything. Have you guys ever felt like you've had any struggles in your journey?
Absolutely.
Can you expound on that and how you overcame?
I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. Okay, I know y'all are all
Speak
fellas.
on it.
I know y'all are fellas, but I'm talking to the ladies right now. My hardest time is that time of the month. Okay, because all the hormones, all the cravings comes. It's a real legit thing. So that is my biggest struggle. And I actually had somebody ask me, how do I overcome that? And I was honest. I said, I have not overcome that yet. When that time of the month hits, I'm in there grabbing the Cheez-Its. I'm a salt person. I'm grabbing Cheez-Its, I'm grabbing crackers. I'm drinking Pepsi. Like, you know, I haven't overcome that. So that's one of my struggles. Now, on other times, when I struggle, like I said before, I'll overcome by mentally telling myself, you're not hungry, Lex. Go drink some water. You don't want that, Lex. Go pick up that salad inside of the refrigerator. And once I grab it and actually eat it and satisfied, I cheer myself on like, yo, you were right. Like that, you suckered it up. You ate what you didn't want to eat, and now you're satisfied and you don't want that stuff anymore. And you saved yourself from having that sugar addiction crash. So that's how I overcome. A lot of times I gotta talk to myself, honestly, in my head, like, no, go grab that instead. No, go drink some water instead. Sometimes I fail. Oh man, I just need my fix real quick. And I do it. And a lot of the times, like, when I want something, I won't eat as much of it. Like, he hates it. I'm always like, babe, you want ginger ale? And he's like, you just want a couple sips, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to waste it. So if you want it, I'm going to take a couple sips and give it to you. So that's how I kind of overcome too. Just little moderation, you know. Instead of drinking the whole thing, I'll drink a little bit and then pass it off.
Now, what about you, Mr. Push Squad? How have you had any struggles in your journey, and if so, how have you overcome?
Yeah, you just heard about his knees.
Yeah. So he hasn't overcame that yet. So let's talk about what's happened in the past.
All right. So when we talk about struggles, are you talking about food wise? Like that's
any struggles.
So any like mentally or food wise, like that you overcome.
Right. So yeah, absolutely. I do have my struggles. Especially like these past 2 weeks. Like I don't know why, like I haven't had the energy or anything to be working out, but I push myself every single time. And the one thing that comes to my mind, all right, so they're gonna bear with me because I'm about to break it down for you, all right?
All good.
Look, you see hear it all the time.
Lahj Llama about to come. Pause. But go ahead.
So listen, right? One thing about me, okay? I think about push squad. If I'm the if I'm the leader of this squad, and I'm sitting here and I'm telling you like, yo, push through, yo, you got this. Don't stop. You feel me? Like, yo, if you feel tired, count that down like it's a NASA thing. You know what I mean? 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way down to 1. You feel me? Then get up out of bed. Then go ahead and do your workout and do what you got to do. So if I'm struggling on that, you know what I mean? And I'm saying like, yo, this is something that I don't feel like doing. One thing I always say, push squad, yo, push squad, push squad. You feel me? So like, I'm over here thinking of all the peeps that, look, my bad, I got the daggone controllers and stuff. So I'm thinking about all the people
Super
that,
parents.
I'm thinking about all the people that I'm pushing and I'm motivating and I'm encouraging, you know what I mean? And I'm telling them, yo, like, keep going through, keep pushing through, whatever. So who am I to sit here and tell you something and I don't live it? It don't sit well with me. You know what I mean? And even during my workouts or whatever, but I'm like, man, you know what? I think I had enough reps or whatever. But then I sit back and I'm like, yo, your physical body is tired. Yo, your physical body is hurt. But you know how much hurt that you cause in somebody in your marriage? You know how much hurt that you cause in somebody else? And then I sit here and I look at the sky and I be like, yo, I feel like, yo, listen, it sounds weird to her or not. Look, but when I work out, I sit here and I be like, yo, my spirit is in front of me and he buff as a mug. You feel what I'm saying? So like, if I'm working out, my body is tired, I need to get on my spirit level. If I'm sitting in front of the mirror and I'm saying, yo, this is God's image. Obviously, I'm not God, but this is the way God looks. I mean, I'm made in his image, so he looks like this. All right, let me get my body right because he's stronger than me. So I'm about to make sure that I'm good. You know what I mean? So when I'm working out, I get on my spirit level. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you hurting? Oh, you tired? But your spirit looking at you like, bro, I done did this like 3,000 times. What you over here doing? You weak, cuz. Nah, you know what? Let me get up on that level or whatever. Yo, what's up with you? I'm competing with myself. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's how I overcome my stuff, dog. I just get into my own mind, you know what I mean? And I just be like, yo, who the heck are you, bro? Like you weak, son. Your spirit over here looking at you like you ain't nothing, cuz. So get up on that level. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the way I see things.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that's my passion.
Listen, hey, that's great. Like I said, I hear the passion. I just wrote this joint down. I said, man, Lahj need to write this. Lahj need to write this book called Spirit Man versus Natural Man.
Yo, speak on it.
You got to, right? Because if that's what motivates you and that's your passion, and when you look in the mirror and you see the natural man, and your natural man is saying that he's weak, but when you look past that and you see the spirit man, right? Because the spirit is a lot what we've been talking about, what y'all been talking about today. Y'all look past the natural and y'all tap into another level. Y'all tap into, and this is probably gonna be a final thought, but anyway, y'all tap into a spirit realm. You know what I mean? Y'all tap into a spiritual, something that's bigger or stronger than your natural self. When I'm tired, I work 12 hours and I don't feel like doing it. The natural man says, I should go to sleep. I should, I mean, get up and go and get some rest before my kids wake up. But the spirit man says, nah, you onto something, so you gotta keep going. I know you big into motivation just like me. So I watch I listen to like Eric Thomas. You know what I mean? And Eric Thomas said that he wake up at 3:00 every morning, right? He said that his natural body will tell him, why are you waking up at 3:00? You're already number one in the world. You're tired. You know what I mean? And he said that, but his spirit man will say, your body may tell you that you're tired, but this is something that we've been doing for forever. So I don't need your body to be strong. I just need you to get on this treadmill and I'm going to do the rest. So your natural body will say, I don't want to do it, but your spirit man will say, just get on it and I'm going to take over. I'm going to do the rest. And that's why I hear you saying that when your natural body is tired, your spirit man say, I hear that you're tired, but just go out on the track and run, and I'm going to take over the rest. Like you said, like you did 10 laps, and you was like, you felt tired, but you know what? Your natural body was tired, but your spirit man said, just keep going, and I got you. I'm gonna do the rest for you. And that's why I hear y'all saying. So yeah, definitely got to write that, man. Natural man versus spirit man, because a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? A lot of people will actually understand what you're talking about if you write that down.
Yeah, see, people don't understand, dog, is that you got 24 hours in a day. You understand what I'm saying? I work 10 hours. All right, so now I got 40, you know what I mean? Like I have 14 left. What are you gonna do for those next 14? You get what I'm saying? A lot of people say, oh, I got this to do. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But then you turn on the TV. You know what I mean? But then you go to your people's house and you're chilling over there. You hop on the phone or you hop on social media for how many hours? You get what I'm saying? Like, don't put your whole self out there on social media. You do what you got to do. You handle yourself first. And then the other stuff you want to do for fun, it comes. You know what I mean? But also, like, you handle yourself first. You know what I mean? Because it's going to make you feel better. Like, literally, dog, after you do a workout or something, like, oh my gosh, it makes you feel, your attitude gets better. Yeah, it's just something that just switches your whole mindset out. You're more in tune on helping other people. You know what I mean? Because now you feel better. Now you're like, oh man, this is what it is. You know, push yourself to the limit.
Hey, hold on. Can I ask the question so that way you can finish your answer and it look like I had an educated question? So that way, all right. So how does exercising and the fitness tie into your mental health? Go.
All right. So when you exercise, you get that burst of feeling in you. You get what I'm saying? Like first, like me personally, I do everything as a mental thing. You know what I mean? So I transform my physical mindset to, well, not physical mindset, but my physical body into my mindset. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So my thing is, I sit here and, like I said, I look at it on a spiritual level. You feel me? Like, treat everybody like you want to be treated. You get what I'm saying? So if this is helping me treat people the way that I want to treat people, you're doing right. I'm gonna keep doing this. You know what I mean? You want the world to change, you gotta be the change you want the world to see. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that you're feeling better, that you're complete before you even start the day. Before my kids even get up, I'm making sure that I'm complete so I can make some, they're good. You get what I'm saying? So I don't snap out or whatever. Not saying that if I didn't work out, I'm gonna snap out, or even if I did work out, sometimes you get to that, you have to draw yourself back. You have to make sure that you know your limit on your anger or, whatever that you're trying to accomplish during that time. And then, you know what I mean, you proceed in that. Like, after I work out, it gives you that boost of confidence. So once you have that boost of confidence, it helps you in your mental life. You know what I mean? So now when you say, oh, yo, I'm going to do this, it ain't just words coming out of your mouth. It's your mind saying, yo, I'm going to do this, and you believe it. You get what I'm saying? And because that you pushed yourself to the spiritual level, in your mind, you're like, yo, I can do this. I'm going to do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm the will to make the way. You get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, going right, bro. Like, it's
bars.
Man,
spitting bars out here.
I feel you.
I
feel you, bro.
So wait a minute, Lex. Wait a minute. You got something to say? Come on, say something.
He done said it all. Say, I know for me, I deal with a lot of anxiety. And I think that just comes with, how I grew up and with the stress of my job and stuff like that. So it helps me to release that anxiety and that worry, because I feel like I'm just exerting all of that energy out of me. Another thing that it helps me with is my anger, especially when I get mad at this fool. I feel like I go in there and I feel like I don't modify any moves. And I'm just killing it, because I'm picturing his face when I'm doing my sledgehammer.
So is that what you're teaching my wife? I'm joking.
Look, you gotta push them one way or another, bro. Like, hey, I'm just trying to make sure she get into the full potential. You know what I mean?
No, but anytime that I'm struggling mentally, I feel like it does help your overall mental health, because you just get all that blood flowing through your body and you're getting whatever pressure you have just off of you. And you, like you said, you feel better afterwards. A lot of times he gets tired because I'm like, I'm tired. I am physically tired. I'm a person who needs 8 hours of sleep. But I've learned that when I get up, I get in my word, I hit my workout, my patience is so much better with my kids that day than me just laying in bed all morning trying to get a couple minutes of sleep, and I can't because they rolling all over me. You know, so like when you just get up and you get started and you have a routine and you knock this out and you do this, it helps me with my patience.
Great. So. That's good.
Yeah.
I got one more question.
Go ahead.
So, knowing both of you guys have separate entities, but together you guys are a power couple, right? And I'm sure that you guys support one another. Now, as far as a new thing fitness with Beachbody in a group setting, as well as Push Squad, and being a squad, how has being in a community or having people that you are accountable to or having that accountability partner or partners help you as far as the support in building that momentum to getting your journey off the ground?
I'll tell you straight up, that was the game changer for me. Having a virtual community of people who understood the goals that I wanted for my life. Now, we all have different goals for our own personal lives, but we all have the same goal, if that makes sense. The same goal is we want to live healthier and we want to work out. When I had people with that same mindset, it helped push me and it helped me to stay motivated. And it helped me when they would say, oh my God, I'm having a bad day. I ate XYZ. I didn't work out for 3 days, whatever. Like, and it's like, no, girl, we all have them days. Get back up. Come on, we got this. Let's keep doing what we're doing. You have that accountability. And I say all the time to people, just like it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to achieve whatever goal it is that you have. So you need like-minded people in your circle.
Bars.
There's a lot of
bars.
That
Go ahead.
PC coming out. So like my thing is having that support, because there's you get a lot of haters with whatever it is that you're trying to do, not just health and fitness, whatever it is that you're doing to better yourself. You have a lot of haters. You have a lot of people who, you know, what you got today? The same stuff? Oh, what you can't eat this bag of Doritos? Like, people say stuff like that, but it's because they don't understand my mindset. When I turn around and I get in that group chat, I got these core people who are encouraging me and saying, go ahead, girl. I see you with your meal prep today. That's goals, or, you know, whatever. Like that helps, you know, having that community. And you really do form a sisterhood. And it's amazing to me how you can connect to people that you've never met in person. And they be like one of the best friends that you have. So I don't know. Community is
that was
key.
Great. That's great. What I hear, like you said, is purpose. Like when you listen, when you look at them, and I think Lahj talked about it a little bit when he said, and I'll let him answer it. Well, I'll let him answer it, then I'll say something.
No,
What I was gonna say is when she said that it was a game changer for her when she saw, like, she knows the people that are like-minded for her. You know what I mean? Who are all pushing for the same goal. And for me, when I hear it's accountability, when I have people that's gonna hold me accountable, but then I got people who I do it for, right? It's because it's your thing, and you are the brand. We talk about this in a couple of other shows, but you are the brand now. You are a new thing fitness. You are Push Squad. So when you have those people who are there because the only reason that they're there is because you are Push Squad. The only reason they are there is because you are a new thing fitness. So when you have those people that look up to your brand and they are there following you, like you said, it gives you more purpose. It gives you a greater sense of purpose because this is what I built. This is my baby. And like Lahj said, if I slack off, like, and I think it's okay to slack off. It's okay to slack off. And that's why you do have those people who say, you know what, Lex, it's okay. I got you. I'm gonna pick you up. I mean, it's like Lahj. I know you don't feel like doing that. It's okay. I'm gonna pick you up. But it gives you that heightened sense of, I mean, purpose when it says, you know what, I don't want to slack off. I don't want to. I don't want to quit. I can't fail these people. I can't. Quit on these people. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's okay to have those moments, but that to not. I think just having those people that look up to you, you can't have those moments all the time, and it gives you that sense of purpose where I can't have those moments all the time.
Yeah.
So I think it's good that you said that.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think one of the questions my man Viv asked the other co-host, he said, looking at it, are there specific foods that jumpstart your metabolism?
Personally, for me, I don't think there's specific foods. I know, like, typically in the morning, you do want to start out, well, to get your whole body system going, you honestly should wake up in the morning and within the first hour, drink a glass of water. That gets everything flushed, that gets everything moving, and it's very key. A lot of times, too, I've noticed that it's good to start with a protein and at least a fruit, because the fruit has that natural sugar. You've been fasting all night long, so you kind of want to jumpstart that sugaring, so you want, but getting it naturally. So it is good to start off with at least definitely water. Drink a glass of water when you wake up, get everything going, flush your system out, get everything moving. And then, try to at least get like a protein and a fruit into your body for breakfast or whatever. That's what I think jumpstarts your metabolism. And then, like I said, eat every 2 to 3 hours to keep that metabolism up. You don't want to drop it, because when it drops, now you're crashing. So you're looking for a quick fix. And that's what you don't want, because that's when you grab the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know a lot of times, like, before I go to bed, I always get like my big jug, whatever. Like, I always fill this up with water. You know what I mean? And I drink it throughout the day. I refill it throughout the day. When I go to sleep, whatever is right by my side. So if I wake up, whenever I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm taking a sip, going to the bathroom, whatever. I come back, I take a sip. But like me personally, what really works for me is overnight oats. Yeah, I mean, so like I make sure I throw some overnight oats in there, and then eat that. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, it helps me throughout the day, throughout my morning, especially if you about to go work out. What you hitting them overnight oats, that joint gonna stick, and then your workout, you gonna feel complete after you get that workout in. You know what I mean?
Yes,
of course, it's shaking, you good, but definitely water. And of course, I big up some overnight oats, man.
Hey, I'm not a doctor, and I'm definitely not the people that's being interviewed, so I don't really have too much knowledge on this subject. But I do know that one of the reasons, okay, so I started taking CMOS, and I started taking CMOS capsules, and also have had the gel as well. And I do know that increases your metabolism as well as boosts your immunity. So that's a plug, I guess. If anybody got a CMOS Connect, go ahead, holler up. But I just know
got
for
one for
me,
you if you want one.
that's one of the things that I use, and I just want to interject that.
Gotcha.
So question: how long should a workout be? Because you hear like people say, 25 minutes. An hour. You in the gym for an hour and a half. Like, how long is a good workout? How long should that a good long workout, a good workout look like?
It depends on what kind of workout you're doing. If
So
you're doing
3 minutes,
high intensity,
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
you said 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 180 seconds.
If you're doing a high intensity, I would say the shortest workout you could do is 20 minutes, but you have to keep moving that entire 20 minutes.
You can't stop.
So,
Sound like basketball practice.
Huh?
Yep.
What you say?
So it sounds like basketball practice. Go ahead.
Yeah. The workouts that I do are 30 minutes a day. That's it. But it incorporates weight training. If you want to lose weight fast and not work out as long, you need to incorporate cardio and weights. And you can do that 30 minutes a day and you're good. So you don't have to work out long. So I used to think you had to be in the gym for a good hour and a half. Honestly, what I used to do before I had these programs, I would pick 45 moves and I would do a certain amount of those reps, 3 to 4 rounds of that. And however long it took me is however long it took me. But I knew that my body got a good workout because I did the same amount of reps for 3 to 4 rounds. That's good enough. So a lot of people feel like you have to work out all day long. No, I did a 20-minute program. It was 6 weeks long. Do you know how much weight I lost just doing those 20 minutes a day? Like sweat just pouring. The program I'm doing now is only 30 minutes a day. And to mine, your wife is killing it, yo. Like killing it. But it just goes to show, incorporating weights and cardio, your stuff can be as short as it takes to get whatever the amount is that you want done.
Good.
To be honest with you, like as far as me, I pick and choose body, like what part of the body you're going to work out per day. You know what I mean? So like if you focus on chest and back or whatever, you know what I mean? You only focus on chest and back. All right, so you do whatever workout you need for those two body parts. You know what I mean? And I don't stop. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta keep going. If you take a break, 5 to 10-second break, boom, get back into it. Because what you want to do is you don't want your muscles to chill. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you keeping them active, you keeping them rolling or whatever, so you can so they can, get the gains that you want. But at the same time, you're still proceeding in that workout, and it's going to be done quicker than you think. You know what I mean? So really it's up to you. It depends on what you want to do. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I get to the gym, I love the gym. You know what I mean? So like I'll be in there however long I want to be in there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I mean it's really up to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But most of the time I pick body parts and then I just do certain exercise that's pertaining to those body parts and I'm done. That's it. Always hit abs though. Always hit abs.
Yeah. So I would say at least 30 to 40 minutes a day is all you need. But if you want quick results, you've got to add in weight training.
Yeah,
which I love.
It does have to be. Yeah, it doesn't have to be long. I mean,
And it don't got to be anything crazy.
Yeah, it don't have to be nothing.
There are moves that are like, hold up, my brain can't even process what you're doing because it's so many different things. But simple moves will get the job done.
Yeah, like don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. People get in there, and of course you get the big, buff guys in there. They doing all this extra crap, and I'm like, bro, it's not that serious, though. It's like, you know what I mean? Like warm up for like a good 10 minutes or whatever, so they can get a crowd to see them. Man, look, just do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Pick the workouts that you need. Focus on the body parts that you want to focus on during that day. Then the next day you focus on different ones, and you know what I mean, you go in, you kill it, you dip out. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. 10-1.
Nah, listen, I got my final thought in the back of my mind that I'm concentrating so I can be deep today. So you go ahead.
So listen, we come up to the end of the show. So my last question, I got 2 more questions. I know Lex had the program that she's working with the females, right? So the question I have for is Lahj, do you have a program that you'll start for a community? And I know you said you got the P.U.S.H squad, but is there like a program that you're going to put people on coming up in the near future?
Honestly, I thought about it here and there, but at the same time, my stuff is really built on like mostly like requests. You know what I mean? So I have a good buddy of mine who he's like, yo, man, I'm trying to lose weight, or you know what I mean, for the wedding, this and that. You know what I mean, yo, you can show me some stuff. So like I put some stuff out there, you feel me, and do what I gotta do, a little routines. But to be honest with you, I'm not like fitness is not something that I'm going to take and like I guess move with it as a business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm more so like community work, more so getting the community in touch or whatever, unity, making sure that, people I'm focusing more and more on stereotypes. You know what I mean? People that's being judged, you know what I mean? From however they look or what they do or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to open up the door for that to be cleared up so that way we can all become as one. Now I'm not here to say I'm a world changer or anything like that.
No. He is.
We all know that.
No. He is a world changer.
Exactly.
Man, look.
We all know that.
My goal.
Don't sell yourself short.
Look, my goal in particular is just to help people out. That's it. You know what I mean? So if somebody like, yo, I'm trying to do this, and I'll be like, I got you. I'll put some stuff out there. You feel me? I have no problem putting things out there, no workouts or anything. I have no problem doing that. It's just that's not something that I'm
right.
like.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. And so, final question is, how do they keep up with you? Like, how do people keep up with what you're doing with Push Squad? How do people keep up with what you're doing with A New Thing Fitness? How do people find y'all if they want to inquire more about y'all?
Go ahead, you go.
So I do most of my stuff on Instagram, and it's a new thing _ fit life, but life is spelled LYFE. So a new thing _ fit life. All of my stuff is mainly posted on Instagram. That's just like my key source. I feel like Instagram serves more with this kind of thing movement that I'm trying to do versus Facebook. I feel like Facebook is more like personal and keeping up with family or whatever, but Instagram is more open to expanding your network and connecting with people from different countries and stuff like that. So
Good.
that's where you guys can keep up with me.
Mine is motivational. It's on Instagram. Motivational One Encourager. And I also have a Push Squad page, but it's of course it's P.U.S.H and then _ squad and then _ again. So it's kind of difficult for most people. And then I also have a YouTube page that I'm actually in the process of getting my content and everything together. So it's not that much stuff on there, but that's also Motivational One Encourager as well. So yeah, I mean, and then I'm on Facebook as Lahj Baker, but my stuff is still in the works.
Gotcha.
That's an
And
underscore.
Hey, let me tell you how serious he is about fitness. This man has been having this hand grip the whole show. So he has been working out for the whole hour and a half that we've been on. So he is all about healthy forearms, healthy hand grip. He is all about that.
I'm trying to strengthen, dog. I'm trying to strengthen something, bro.
So
let me do my final thought because y'all be too deep.
I ain't gonna do. I got you. I know. Look, he ready. He got it. He got his final thought ready.
I think I got a couple bars in my head.
But we will tag y'all on the page. Their information that will be on our page. So we will tag them in our page, on our YouTube page, on our Instagram page, and on our Facebook page. So if y'all ever want to get in contact with them, y'all can go to our page as well, and y'all be able to find them on there as well. But it is that time of the show with final thoughts. So my man is bubbling over there with gems. So I'm gonna let him go here and get his final thought out.
I don't know if I'm bubbling with gems, but listen, when you and Lahj come in with bars and talk about the spirit man and whatnot, I said, hold on, let me just shut up and think for a second. But just resonating with everything that you guys have said. First of all, I want to thank you guys for joining us. We definitely appreciate the time and expressing you guys' knowledge, experience, lessons learned, ups and downs, facts and whatnot. The one thing that I got from this mainly is to invest in yourself. And that would be whether it be physically, as far as your health is concerned, even when we're talking about prices of food and whatnot, one of the things that Lahj was saying was, are you going to pay now? Or are you going to pay later on in life? Or are you going to pay later? Just understand that you got to educate yourself as far as what you're eating, what you're putting into your body. What's funny is that me and Lahj had talked, I think it was a couple years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. He came over to my house and I told him about the DVD, or not the DVD, the movie Game Changers. And I was like, yo, I think that he would like this because this is right up his alley. And what's funny is that he mentioned that in one of the reasons why it changed his diet. So it's going to make me go back to look at that a little bit more and see how I can incorporate that and invest that into myself. But just this platform itself has made me want to invest in myself a lot more. And this segment, this episode, makes me want to invest more into. So I'm not going to join the beach body.
That's all right.
I definitely that's my wife's lane. I'm gonna let her have that. But at the same time, I just know that me personally, I want to get like my wife is my wife because she's competitive. That's one of the things I love about her. So with her being competitive, I think I might want to compete with her and see how we can get that. So that way we can get this 2-on-2 basketball game with a couple of
Oh,
friends that we have going on.
let's go.
I beat them, by the way. Me and my girl, Quetta. What's up, Quetta? Beat him and Deron the other day, just so y'all know.
Yeah, but that wasn't me and my wife. We listen, but that's neither here nor there. But just I don't have any bars. I just say I want to invest in myself. Y'all have taught me that today, so I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all having us on here, man. For work, bro, it's really dope, man. Really cool.
It's all good. Hey, like I said, so final thoughts. If y'all got any final thoughts, any final words, y'all can go ahead and say your final thoughts. If not, then I'll close it out.
My final thoughts. I want everybody to remember this. Baby steps. That is my motto. Baby steps. Your progress is your progress. Do not compare to anybody else.
Hey. And I will only say,
Push up.
push up. Nah, take it, like you said, take it one step at a time. But at the same time, know that if you don't step out on faith, you know what's going to happen. You knew what happened yesterday. You knew what happened today. You knew what happened 10 years ago. So obviously nothing changes if you don't step out and do something different with your life. Whereas when you do something different with your life, you don't know what the unknown is holding. And that's what people fear. Don't fear the unknown. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's only real in your mind because that's what you think. And that's not what it is until you actually do it. Get what I'm saying? So experience is everything. Guessing is just exactly what it is. It's a guess. So if you think you can do it, if you think you can't do it, you're absolutely right.
He said use that imuna. See, I was deep. That imuna. That's Hebrew for faith.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
I got my bars. I got my bars.
That was deep,
dropping them.
That was deep.
So one thing I wrote down a couple things when we talk about when we talk about on the show. A couple things y'all was saying is set goals. So you have to set goals. And if you don't have set goals, then you'll always quit. You won't. You know what I mean, you won't push yourself beyond. You know what I mean, what you see. You know what I mean, because there's nothing to put. There's nothing that you're pushing towards. But another thing that I heard y'all say throughout this whole show that everybody was talking about is no excuses.
Right.
So that's my final word, my final thought for y'all today is stop making excuses. There are no excuses as to why you can't do something. I got kids. We all got kids on here. There's no excuse. I'm tired. We all get tired. There's no excuse. I don't have enough knowledge. That's not an excuse. Like we gotta stop. We gotta stop with the excuses because every time we come up with an excuse, we build a wall that we can't get out of. So what I would tell y'all is to stop making excuses. Like Lahj said, fear is an excuse.
Yeah,
it's an excuse as to why we won't do something. A lot of people do things scared. We do things scared all the time. We start to speak on it. We did it. Yeah, I mean, we don't know nothing about whatever it is. I mean, this thing, but we just did it. Yeah, I mean, we just do it. And regardless of how you feel in the moment, if you do it scared or fearful, then I think there is a greater sense of gratification when you realize that you can actually do it. So stop making excuses as to why you can't do something. I don't care about your education level. I don't care about your dollar amounts. I don't care about any of the things that you're going to make an excuse for. Stop making the excuses. Get it done. If you're passionate about it, then there's no excuse. Get it done. And that's my
so I'm outside of the club and you think I'm a punk.
Can I say two more things?
Yes, sir.
All right, so look, because just to piggyback off of what you're saying, as far as setting your goals, you want to set a goal that when people look at it, they say, yo, it's impossible to do. That's that's how you know you have a goal. If you set a goal on something that's quick and easy, it's not a goal because you're easily accessible on doing it. So always set a goal that is other people, it's impossible to do. Another thing, that was so look, risk. All right, everybody is scared to take a risk, but this is what I want y'all to think about. When you step outside and you cross the street, you're taking a risk. When you're driving your car, you're taking a risk. You take a risk throughout the day, throughout your everyday life. You're taking a risk. You just don't see it as that because it's the normal thing to do. But if you sit back and think about it, people get in accidents all the time. That's what it's called. It's an accident. It's not a purpose thing. It's an accident. You know what I mean? So obviously that's a risk. You stepped in the car, you drove past that red light or whatever, or you seen the light just turned green and you kept on going, but the person that's not paying attention smacks you. You just went through the green light on risk. You get what I'm saying? Everything is a risk. So if you want a better life for your future, step out and take that risk. Do not stop and do not let people get into your ear and say that you can't do it, because those are the people that you need to get out of your circle.
I hope y'all were listening, because
man, I need to step my bar game up. Y'all got,
I'm telling you,
gems upon gems.
I said, I gotta have him on every show because I feel like piggybacking off him. I heard something he said, right? He said, you can go through the green light, right? That is you doing what you are supposed to be doing. Going through the green light. Even you doing what you're supposed to be doing it's a risk doing it, because somebody who isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing can still come in and hit you. Like, so regardless of like Lahj said, if you're doing it 100% and you still have shortcomings and you still have setbacks, that don't allow a setback to, stop you from doing what you know you should be doing. Right. You were doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It was a risk doing it, but if you continuously do it, then you'll eventually get to where you want to be, man. My man Lahj out here dropping gems.
I'm just trying to get my bars up, man.
Appreciate y'all having us on, man.
We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, definitely. So listen, y'all know how we do. That was Final Thoughts. We close out our show. Remember to follow us on our Instagram page, on our YouTube page. We are on Spotify. And of course we on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. So if there's nothing else, y'all know how we do, man. Until next time, speak on it, y'all.